Chroma Corps 2023 is back. If you're anything like me, you have no idea what that meant, at least until now. It's a competition that's hosted by Cynics, this art YouTuber. Basically, it's an art competition. So I'm assuming also all other years, you design a cadet and you submit it to a Discord and you get possibly chosen out of a bunch of different artists to see if you're going to get to be a part of this competition. And this year, the theme is overgrowth, hence the flower-themed attire. And I want to be a part of it. So I'm looking over this now, and I remember the first thing I was trying to do was create an interesting silhouette. I remember I wasn't sure. I wanted to have some kind of expression of their character, so I started doing a bunch of different poses, trying to figure out what I wanted this type of character to be. And my first idea was to combine death and life. So I wanted to have this zombie character with flowers and plants and stuff growing out of it, and they could use that as their way to fight as being a cadet. So I played around with a bunch of different poses, and then I'm starting to build up, trying out the initial kind of lanky body type. I did trying out different faces and trying to figure out what's going to work. I remember I really struggled with what her hair should look like, what kind of shapes should we do, and as I'm going, I think drawing elements and then pushing it to the extreme, making it bigger, making it seeing what would happen if we made it, bigger, if we increased it, if we, I'm saying the same thing, but yeah, basically I find it helpful when I draw silhouettes to be like, oh, do I want to push this element? Do I want to make it more cartoony? Or do I want to pull back and be more reserved? And I changed my pose right here. I didn't like the previous one, but I still take that idea of let's push certain elements, see what happens, how it looks. And this is the final pose I went with. And I start building up the arms and different parts of it and thinking okay, where are we going to see the zombie aspect of it? Where are we going to see the plants and stuff growing on it? I remember early on I wanted a giant plant to be taking over the zombie, half of the zombie's face, and I wanted the zombie to be very cheery and kind of a nature lover. So yeah. And here I have most of the plant elements that will be in the final. I do add some stuff as I'm starting the final line art here, which I really like. And certain things change, partially because I was I'm struggling to see some of my line art. Some of the details felt very sketchy, and I wasn't exactly certain how it lined up. I mean, there's some things that I wish I'd changed, but overall, I think I'm pretty happy with it at the end. And one thing I did really like is the change of I redrew the flowers for the face slightly differently, and I kind of like how it mirrors the hair. So that's one thing I really like about this piece. So now I start playing with different colors. Very happy to have recently learned how to fill in color, using the fill tool basically in Procreate. Before that, I would just hand color in all of the shapes. For people who don't know, you just drag the tool. You drag the color into the shape you want to fill. The little color spot on the top right corner, for people who don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm putting all the base colors down right now, and then I'm going to start adding some shadow and highlights. Oh, as I'm looking at this, it makes me wonder, do people in the comments have like a favorite zombie game or character? I feel like the first thing that pops in my head is like Plants vs. Zombies, the original. Or I think Zombieville is what it's called. Anyway, I'm basically done. And yeah. After I finished it, I submitted it to the competition. Unfortunately, I was rejected, but I'm very happy I made this character. It was a lot of fun. And if you want to see more stuff like it, make sure to like, comment, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!